There's a Puerto Rican art teacher getting a lot of buzz out here, sparking debates about teachers and dress codes. Shout out to our sister Dr. G for sending this in. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Click that notification bell for all updates. If you're watching from New Jersey, drop NJ below in the comments. I want to hear from you. So move out the way, Jocelyn Hernandez. We got a new Puerto Rican princess in town, but seriously, you can keep your title, Jocelyn. We'll just call her the Puerto Rican BBL princess. But anyway, this kindergarten art teacher is causing a lot of fuss on social media. So many publications wrote about this, including this article here from the New York Post. They wrote, a New Jersey teacher has been slammed for wearing tight clothing in the classroom. The elementary school educator frequently posts photos of her form-fitting ensembles on Instagram. These saucy outfits weren't in the lesson plan. An elementary school educator has been blasted for teaching in tight clothing, with some outraged parents describing her as desperate and attention-seeking. And side note, this woman is on her way to about 1 million followers on IG, where a lot of her photos are taken in the classroom. She's got IG model style photos, and then the next photo is in the classroom with booty shots and the children sitting right there. In some saucy snaps, the buxom brunette can be seen flaunting her figure up against the whiteboard. In other images, her students are visible inside the classroom, although their faces are not identifiable. Many have praised the body-confident educator for her fashion prowess, but some parents on social media say she should not be wearing such outfits around minors. The New York Post went on to share some of the responses from her critics on social media. Here's one that says, you're in a classroom taking Instagram pictures with your A out. One ranted beneath an eye-popping booty photo. Showing pictures in the class with your butt in the air is very inappropriate. Another says, that just looks crazy and makes you desperate for likes. And a third blasted, you're sad, taking booty pics during class? Yeah, of course, a bunch of women, they are going in on her on social media. And then you also have women and men who support her, who say they see absolutely nothing wrong here, and they believe that all the women complaining are just jealous. It's hilarious though that while all the women are going in on her, the art teacher took time out to tell everybody that women are her biggest supporters and men are to blame because they're the ones saying nasty things to her. Take a look.
Majority, not all, majority of the people that I see defending me on comments are women. Believe it or not, a lot of women got my back. So I would say people are just hating. Not guys, it's not majority women. It's really not. It's not. It is not. Isn't that crazy? You would think so, right? No. I have seen some men say some crazy stuff, and I'm just like, and not like the nasty perp stuff. I'm talking about some crazy, mean, disrespectful, wild things. Like, bro, I'm a teacher. What are you doing? I teach babies. No kid is sitting in my classroom thinking that stuff. So, like, what are you talking about?
So yeah, all this controversy prompted the art teacher to respond. And it's very interesting that she said women are her biggest supporters. She's out here blaming men for the backlash. Like, ma'am, do you not realize that men are your biggest supporters? You don't have almost 900,000 followers on IG because of women. It's men turned on by your thirst traps that's got you your following, not women. Not only that, it's about to be men who will fund your new endeavors. If this lady quit the school and started OF tomorrow, men will quickly give her a truckload of money. Like, isn't that the reason for getting the BBL IG model starter package? The purpose is to get the attention of men and get them to open their wallets for the implants and the BBL. That's Magic City 101. Like, come on, stop playing, Miss Art Teacher. We know what you're doing. Talking about her biggest supporters are women. Nah, you know it's not women supporting your art. Although I think her art is interesting, that's not why you're getting support, Miss Art Teacher. No one cares about your art. The men are liking your pictures for your implants and your BBL, not your art. And by the way, I never understand this. How IG models and OF girls, they make all of their thousands and some of the millions from their male patrons, but they're the biggest misandrists and supporters of feminism. So outside of corporations, men are probably the biggest financial supporters of feminism, because they support the biggest feminists with their pockets. I mean, a lot of these women, they're always on social media or podcasts with the most feminist leaning talking points and misandry, as if the men, they're really their problem, when all along it's men funding their lifestyles. I just never understand that. And even when their financiers hear the misandry, it's like they throw more dollars at them. You know, they like how the 304s talk crazy to them. Remember that one scene from the Players Club when Ronnie did that private party with the officers? I'm really convinced that they all watch that scene and they do the same thing. I mean, look at those girls on Fresh and Fit. They're all really good at that, and I always wonder how can they fix their mouths to say what they say when the men are the ones taking care of them? What's up with that? Do they really think women are supporting them? Maybe they're delusional just like this one right here. Do I think this woman will lose her job? No, I don't think she'll be fired. Although she could be, depending on their state code. Not for how she's dressing at school, but for her social media conduct. Teachers, they've been fired before for racy pictures, comments, so she definitely wouldn't be the first. I do think they should update the professional code for teachers though. I mean, we have a new group of women here. These modern women, they don't understand boundaries, limits, standards. They've been so inappropriate for so long. Some of them genuinely don't know what's inappropriate or not. And the others know what's inappropriate. They're just rebels. All teachers should be banned from posting their classroom and students online. You just shouldn't use these people's kids for social media clout. And I think the teachers shouldn't be able to have inappropriate social media pages either. Like, make up your mind. Do you want to be a teacher or do you want to bust it on IG? You can't do both. It just doesn't work like that. Especially posting the class and the kids on there. Now come on, you can't do that. I know a lot of teachers, and teachers, they get BBLs too. But when they're at school, most of them don't dress like this. And they also don't take booty pictures in the classroom. Like, what in the kindergarten magic city is going on? All I gotta say is all the people supporting stuff like this going on, and even that busted rapper all at the high school pep rally, y'all are gonna have to keep that same energy. There's gonna be a day coming really soon. You're gonna have a Saucy Santana busting his bop tar all in front of your boys. And I want every last one of you to keep that same energy, that nonchalant, I don't care, it's no big deal attitude that's condoning all of this mess. One day it's going to be a man in there teaching them who's going to be halfway transitioning to a woman. And yeah, he's going to be teaching your kindergarten art class. He's going to have a BBL, implants, and still have his male organs, but he won't tuck them. He's going to leave it all out. So yeah, remember all the indecency that you support, because this is going to be the next level rollout. You're being tested now with these 304s. I saw a father talking about how he showed his young daughter that teacher, asking her if it was inappropriate or not for a teacher to dress like that. And the young girl said it was not appropriate. So I do have faith in the youngins out there. I'm just afraid they will be programmed someplace along the way, especially if they don't have a strong positive influence. The way things are going, fathers and mothers, your daughters, they will be asking you to buy them a BBL for their 15th birthday. Remember about a year ago or so, a Mexican-American lady took her 15-year-old down to Mexico for a BBL. So it's not like this can't become a cultural norm. I know people, they put a lot of emphasis on how this impacts the male children, but they don't think about the impact on the female kids. As a woman that was once a girl, I remember we looked up to our teachers as kids. We did look at how they dressed and how they spoke to us, how they carried themselves. After all, outside of our mothers, it's the teachers at school that we saw every day. And I would say at my school, we had some very stylish older teachers who set the tone at the school for the younger teachers. These women in sororities like Alpha Kappa Alpha and Delta Sigma Theta, some of them not in any organizations, but they all had a certain level of sophistication. And they really knew how to dress professionally and stylish at the same time. All Black women, by the way, and never inappropriate yet attractive women. Those teachers at the school, they're a blueprint. Girls look up to them in addition to their mothers. But those women back then, they also didn't have social media and they weren't trying to be 304s on IG. You know, we have a whole 304 lifestyle going on. And in both situations, the busted situation at the high school and the art teacher here, you're hearing things like, it's okay, the kids, they're not complaining. It's the adults responsible for setting the standards for the kids. So the kids aren't complaining, that's no justification. I think we all know she didn't get all this surgery just to be a teacher. This is at least 2 rounds of BBL, possibly 3. She's done some work to her face as well. So I think the school district should lay out some boundaries, and if they already have a code, enforce it. No posting the kids online with their IG model pics. Teachers should not be able to present themselves online as IG models. Either choose the IG model lifestyle, the branding and everything that comes along with that, or choose your job as a teacher. It's her decision which route she's gonna go, but Miss Art Teacher, you can't be both. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. We got the city girl art teacher thirst trapping for male attention, getting backlash from females but blaming men for the backlash. Why is that? Special thank you to Paul. I appreciate you, Paul, for all of your support, as well as Carlos. Angela, who says your videos have been a blessing. Thank you, Angela. Glad to have your support. Our brother Roosevelt, Sir Shy, and Dark Power. Want to see more content like this? You can support the channel too. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to like and share.